Welcome to Atlanta, Georgia, Bobby Dodd Stadium and the home of the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. The Rambling Wreck is here, and these fans have been waiting since early in the day to get this one cranked up. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we see a squad from the Big 12, the Florida Gators, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Gators will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Fair catch called for and made. Offense set on first down. He wants to throw. Working that left side now. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. The Yellow Jackets want to move quickly.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Got him downfield. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Leaves it with the back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. No huddle here for the offense. From the gun. Give on the inside. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Buys a little time. He'll try to do it himself. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play. The Yellow Jackets have pushed it inside the 20. They've been running it, but now the pass. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
And how about that play by the defense here early in this game opening drive, facing one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and they're able to get an interception. That is going to be massive for their confidence in this game.
Line gets set, first down. Trying to get the corner. Hits the spin cycle. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, the inside give. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. Mr. Two-Bits would be proud. The Gators standing up and hollering for a first down.
How does that cheer go?
Well, first you have to have the yellow shirt and the striped tie and go 2 bits, 4 bits, 6 bits, $1, all for the Gators. Stand up and holler. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. At the 40, there he goes. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll run it from the gun. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Ready to fire from the pistol. He'll take it himself. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. They'll try it on the ground. And the Gators will move the sticks.
4th and short, a lot of times you know what's coming. I know what's coming. Who's going to be more physical? They give it to the running back. O-line does their job. Nice pickup on 4th and short.
They have just bloodied their nose on this drive, all on the ground. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to the back. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
It's really frustrating when you get a guy in his spot. He's in the hole. He's there to do his job. And you can't get the guy on the ground. That's your job. Get him on the ground. You know, especially a guy that's not a huge back. You got to make that tackle. You can't make it easy on the offense when now they got a manageable situation.
And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
And first down for the offense.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Quick pass on the jet motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The Gators want to pick up the tempo. Touch pass on the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They've methodically worked the ball down the field. 11th play of the drive coming up, but this one 3rd and long. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Well, it's a great individual effort by the running back on that last play. It's 3rd and forever. He tried to get his team the first down. Not enough. Let's see what they do on 4th.
Off the RPO, throw to the right, looking for the first. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there.
That's the end of the first quarter. And after one, we're tied 0-0.
They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Quarterback will keep it. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. He's going to the right, looking for a path to the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Gators! That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn. And that's what we just saw in that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a Cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Across the 45. He's loose. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
I love this type of play because it looks like a jet sweep. The defense, they're a bit confused pre-snap. They don't know who has the ball, and all of a sudden, that guy with his speed is in the 2nd level of the defense before the defense even knows what happened.
Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But you got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, and your first job is to affect the quarterback and try to get him off his spot. They get him off the spot, he gets outside the pocket, and a nice job chasing, not quitting, getting to the quarterback, and still getting a good lick as he's throwing the football.
And he unleashed the RPMs on that pass. Man, this sophomore has an arm. And the Yellow Jackets are rolling down the field. From the red zone, looking for a space. Using his feet to buy time. He makes a grab. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Hey, if you're the defensive coordinator, you might want to start thinking about spying this QB because of his speed and athleticism. He just showed you how he can hurt you getting out on the perimeter and then throwing. If you've got somebody athletic that can go sideline to sideline, that might be a good move moving forward.
And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
Not so fast. You think it's going to be automatic, second and short. They're just going to turn around and hand it off. But how about the penetration up front defensively, shutting that play down?
Yeah, and if your defense wants to be aggressive, well, that's fine. Third and short, I still got fourth down as well, so don't be afraid to be aggressive on those and play action, because defense a lot of times really expects run, and it can take some big shots and man coverage down the field.
Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
That's a risky play call there, fourth and a couple of yards, and you turn around, you hand it to your running back, you say, my guy's a better athlete than any of yours on defense, and he's going to find a way to keep this drive going.
Looking to throw. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and with that, they take the lead. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Yes, that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense set for a first down play. They'll run it from the gun. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Ooh, and I love the running back here. Running into the blitz, he saw the extra defender. He was able to put his foot in the ground and make a miss. That was a good play.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Plows through the defense. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Defense dropping into soft coverage. The give on the inside. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
That's a really good-looking run. I tell you, it's not easy to start at the running back position for the Florida Gators. When you think of where they can recruit in the state of Florida and really nationally, they've got a lot of the best around the country in high school wanting to come play here. So it says a lot if you're RB1 in this offense, but this dude shows you why. Speed and playmaking ability all day long.
The Gators have their offense in high gear. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Now on third down for this offense. Try to get it to the edge. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together.
And you toss the ball to your running back to get him on the edge and try to get some space, but my goodness, there wasn't any space. He broke one tackle, but still wasn't enough. More guys coming after him really fast. They got to give him a little bit more space to do some more damage.
This offense has been money on fourth down here in the first half. They'll try to make it 3 for 3. Just going to keep it after the snap. And the ball slipped out. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. All kinds of room to the right. The 30. At the 20. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. And the defense doing work.
And that's just the guy you want to find that football. The ball's loose. Who do you want to get it? One of your little fast guys. The defensive back picks it up. And the afterburners takes it all the way back for the touchdown.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Getting aggressive here and going for 2. Not able to get into the end zone and convert. The lead remains at 7. They had hoped to push this out to 9 and a 2-possession edge. The kickoff team just about set to go, and that defense is eager to get back out there after the scoop and score. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Gators sending the offense back to work. Unloads quickly. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a second down. Pulls and fires complete. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. The give to the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. And the Gators moving quickly to the line. They'll try the run. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense believes you are given 4 downs for a reason. You've got to use all of them. 2 for 3 so far today. Tackled, but he has a first down.
4th down and short, you want a no-nonsense run. Nice job by the running back, getting the football, getting downhill, making sure he gets that first down.
He'll do it himself. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Throws toward the end zone. Heaves it into trouble, and he finds trouble with the pick. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
With the score, Georgia Tech 14, Florida 7.
They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. And here comes the offense. Those two first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this first half.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, the inside give. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
Well, they get another big run for a first down, and if you're on offense, you love the way your offensive line is blocking early in this game. They're getting tremendous movement, and they're making life pretty easy for these running backs right now.
Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here.
You know, you got to be careful when you're running the draw play because you're hoping those defensive ends get way up the field, thinking it's pass. It didn't happen that time. The defense was able to get a negative play.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Toss sweep to the right. They get him stopped at the 26, but boy, that was an attitude run. A pickup of 6.
Yeah, this offense is going to try to run the ball and do it in a variety of ways. You'll see zone reads. You'll just see straight downhill running. But get the toss play going as well to try to keep this defense on their heels.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Quarterback keeps it. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They're 3 for 4 on 4th down in this one, and they'll try it again. Off the RPO, throw right, looking for the chains. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Gators are moving quickly down the field. Give to the running back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The toss to the outside. Forges ahead for one to the 8-yard line.
Yeah, you see in the red zone, all the bodies start to come inside. And a lot of times you try to find a way to get to the perimeter. This offense does a good job. They toss the football. Nice job by the defense. Now forcing a third down.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. They'll play it safe and try for 3. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. That is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
That's just the chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Leaves it with the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, the running back has it. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
It's complete on the right side. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. Man, he had to get rid of that thing. I don't even think he had time to find the laces when he picks up the first down.
Yeah, and that's a great job. You know, 3rd and short, the defense is bringing pressure. He sees the pressure, gets the football out, and gets just enough for the first down.
Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy, he makes a big play. Yes, please.
Trying to barge in. And he's wrestled to the ground.
And these decisions to go for 2, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to kick this one.
And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds. An excellent field position for this offense. The offense lining up for a first down play. A run for the quarterback. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. The Gators racing to the line in the hurry-up. From the gun, running back gets to give. Tackled at the 45 after the 5-yard play. It's enough for the first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Unloads it left. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
And that's why as quarterbacks you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching you. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Use the play fake, now to throw. He rifles one deep to the left. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Nice job in coverage there. Offense trying to take a shot downfield. The defender able to tip that one up in the air and force it incomplete.
Final play of the quarter coming. Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Finds the tight end. There to make the stop, and we've played 3 in this one.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Georgia Tech 20, Florida 7. First
Down to start the drive after the break. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Wants to throw on first down. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, the linebacker's playing zone coverage, and he's just watching the QB's eyes to see where he's going to go with the football, and the eyes take him to the ball. He's able to swat it away. Great play on defense.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. They're bringing heat. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
In these situations, 3rd and eternity, I know exactly what to do. I'm putting more DBs on the field. I know it's a pass, my best pass defenses, and then I turn my pass rushers loose. Go get that QB.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Gators sending the offense back to work. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks. I'm just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
They'll toss it to the outside on the left. At the 35, he's open. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
This doesn't happen with just anybody at tailback. You got to do this with a dude, a guy you know can roll. Just toss it to him, let him get out in the open field. He'll do the rest and make big gains.
Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wide receiver coming across in motion. The give to the tailback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
They'll try to get outside. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. And the Gators are in the hurry-up with the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida! Well, we wondered exactly where the momentum was, and it looks as if Uncle Mo might have switched sidelines and switched families.
And momentum is such a big thing. It's such a real part of college football, isn't it? You can just feel that right now. Just felt a few minutes ago like this game was over, and all of a sudden, this team, they're believing in themselves. They've got some win. They've got some hope. Their defense now needs to get the football back to keep that momentum going.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and if I get a few first downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Smart move to keep it on the ground. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
No doubt the offense at this point of the game with the lead late, they're going to try and run the football, and they're going to try and bleed the clock. They need all ball carriers to stay in bounds to keep this clock ticking, just like that guy did there.
Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
The Yellow Jackets are marching down the field. To the ground with the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. First down here for the offense. He wants to throw it. Gets it out fast. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. After that last completion, it's 2nd down.
Agent George D. Burdell. Agent George D. Burdell.
He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
And when you get this far behind the chains and it's a guaranteed passing situation, defensive linemen go to work. That's what we do. We want to get sacks. We want to rush the quarterback, especially in known situations like this. That's why the quarterback tasted that dirt.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't. He'll take a shot. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
What a great stop in a big moment for this defense. Nice job getting the stop. Now listen, the ball goes back to the offense, and this has a chance now to be a great finish. That was a clutch stand for this defense.
He'll start this drive firing. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
You've got to give this defense a lot of credit, because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
And that ball is picked off. Takes it the other way. And the freshman just showed those great ball skills and snatched it right out of the air.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. Great job by the defense. Not closing the door completely, but stopping the momentum late in the game when you already got a lead. Nice job, D.
And the Yellow Jackets just want to hold on to this ball for the final minute. Fast motion from the offense. He's looking to throw. Moves away as he feels pressure. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB, scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, beat, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
They'll line up to go for 2. Trying to power it in. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead.
It's a good play call there. I think the defense was expecting them to try to run it in between the tackles, but instead, they go to the outside using his speed to come away with 2 points.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Take this one away.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term. He lobs one high down the left side. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting a big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook, the old kneel down from victory formation. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job of this team being ready, getting the W.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.